Office has denied government arm-twisting of the media. The State Law Office says there needs to be a robust government-media relation to ease dissemination and sharing of information between the two institutions. Attorney General Professor Githu Muigai said this during a breakfast meeting with editors where the AG's office unveiled its Media Liaison Office.
I think that a media that is sufficiently close to the government as to be able to obtain information upon which its analysis is done, that is a good thing. I do not think that government and media being on good talking terms, exchanging information, compromises either government or the media. It makes the work of government easier, it makes the work of the media easier, and that is what we in the Attorney General's office want to achieve. We want to be sure that when you report, we give you an opportunity to hear our side of the story. And I can assure you, every day we write opinions about every subject under the sun. Those opinions are highly controversial. They are about a new constitution, new laws. There are as many opinions as there are lawyers on what is the law on many of those areas. So we will not call you so that we impose our interpretation on you, but we would like you to understand the basis upon which we have made certain opinions.
Well, let's take you back to the details of the Garissa attack that happened last evening, where one police officer was injured after an attack was launched by suspected Al-Shabaab militia in Budai police post. As we mentioned, Budai is located just near the Garissa-Lamu border. And joining me by way of telephone now is Abdullahi Hussein, the Deputy Governor of Garissa, to give us more information on that. Mr. Hussein, have you had any leads yet on who was behind this attack? Mr. Abdullahi Hussein, are you able to hear me? All right, we seem to have lost that connection, but we will definitely... Oh, there we go. Mr. Abdullahi Hussein? Okay, poor connection, but we'll certainly keep trying to reach him. Let's go to Kitengela now, where property worth millions of shillings was destroyed following demolitions ordered by county authorities. Kajiado County government is attempting to reclaim public land that was acquired illegally. However, property owners along Namanga and Mwireria roads claimed that they acquired the land genuinely and the demolitions are unjustified. The demolition is set to affect all major towns, including Kajiado, Ongata Rongai, Kiserian, Ngong, Namanga, and Loitoktok.
Kuchagua wale watatuongoza tukae vizuri, na sasa wanatushibia shimbo ndio tukufe.
Wanasema nyumba zingine ziko kwa barabara, na kwa uhakika hapo kama hapo mahali mimi nilikuwa nimeweka business hawakuwa wamepeana notice.
To a sad story now, where a 10-year-old woman has drowned in the Katibanga Dam, and that is Maragua constituency. The man fell into the dam when he was trying to secure his fishing rod after it slipped from his hand while fishing. This is according to residents and is the 5th person to drown in the dam that residents now want the Murang'a County government to fence the dam to avoid another tragic incident.
Gavana wetu Mwangairia kidogo aweze kufanya fencing all the way, surroundiwe vizuri, ndio watu kidogo wawe na wakati mzuri wa hata watoto wanaopitia hapa asubuhi sana wakienda kwa shule, hata kama kuna hipo ziko huku, na hipo kama hiyo inaweza tokea kukiwa kumefensiwa kidogo, watawa na wakati mwema wa kupitia.
Across the borders, Somalia is looking to hold its next elections in 2016. A UN Secretary General for Somalia, Nicholas K., has pledged the UN's continued support for Puntland in a move to integrate all politically crippled states in the Horn of Africa. Here's KTN's Joy Doreen Bira with the details.
It is a year since the United Nations mission in Somalia pledged assistance to Puntland, and the political and security progress appears to have made strides as the country prepares for the 2016 elections.
We would like to take this opportunity to express to the United Nations and to the member countries that have contributed in different ways to the various United Nations missions in Somalia our deep gratitude and sincere appreciation for the sustained focus on Somali issues over the past few years, especially given the number and severity of global crises that have called for urgent attention.
Puntland, that has over the years been at loggerheads with Mogadishu, is seen to have created working relations with the federal government of Somalia and other emerging states in the Horn of Africa with support from the United Nations.
Every bridge always needs some maintenance. Always there is a chance to fill a small hole, to make something stronger. And I am sure that after my discussions today with your President and your Parliament, I see a way that step by step we shall strengthen the bridge.
The United Nations has hailed Puntland's struggle for political, economic and security progress in working together with the federal government of Somalia on developing a federal system of governance, reviewing the provisional constitution and preparing for the next elections. Joy Doreen Bira, KTN.
Now, last evening at around 9 p.m., a police post in Bodai area was attacked. One police officer was injured, together with a woman. A police vehicle and a water boozer were also destroyed. It is suspected that Al-Shabaab militia were behind the attack, and Bodai, as we said earlier on, is located near the Garissa-Lamu border. And so we're trying one more time to see if the Deputy Governor of Garissa, Abdullahi Hussein, can hear me. Are you able to hear me, Mr. Hussein?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, perfect. Now, my first question to you is, have you been able to determine who specifically was behind the attack?
Not yet. We have not yet established who was behind the attack. The issue is that the security apparatus are on the ground. Reinforcement came from the side of Lamu because Bodai borders Lamu County to the south of Garissa County. And the machinery is on the ground at the moment as we speak.
All right. We also understand that the Kenya Defence Forces, as you've mentioned briefly, have been taken for an operation in Boni Forest. Can you give us more details on this?
Of course, that is a security information which we might not divulge directly as it is, but the operation is right now, as I speak to you, ongoing. The county commissioner, the security team from the county is also on the ground. We are also, supporting the affected families. Of course, as you heard that, shops were looted, the station burned, and some vehicles also, which was specifically one vehicle. And the county government is serving food to the people, and the operation right now on the ground, the whole government is there for both counties.
Okay, Mr. Hussein, can you give us more details as to what specific things police officers are doing in the area to restore calm?
Of course, there is reassurance to the public, like the government is with them at this time, at this trying time in their life. Bodai has been a very peaceful place, although it borders, it is located within next to Boni Forest. It is south to the county, as I told you, and we are saying that the public should be reassured that the government will leave no stone unturned exactly on who is behind this and what is the cause. And preliminary issues show that these are bad elements who wants to cause chaos in this country, which the government is not going to tolerate.
Okay, Mr. Hussein, obviously it's still very early on after the attack, but is there anything specifically that the Garissa County is doing to prepare police officers to better handle such situations?
Yes, it is, because we will be supporting. Security is a national function. As the county government, we will collaborate and cooperate with the security team on the ground, of course facilitating them, provisions of vehicles, provisions of foodstuffs that people, as we say, and we are working here as a team. Insecurity issues is is an issue that's affecting our people. So as a county government, we will support where we think that there might be no strength onto the side of the security people. We are there to support them as a county.
Okay, Mr. Abdullahi Hussein, just before I let you go, could you please clarify for us if indeed it was the Al-Shabaab who were behind this attack, because there are different reports citing an armed gang?
We will not be specific. It will be too early for us to point any finger, but we will not rule out any other bad elements associated with to any group. So far, we have not yet established exactly who is behind this attack, but I think with time we are going to find out.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Abdullahi Hussein. He is the Deputy Governor of Garissa County, where last evening at around 9 p.m. a police post was attacked, leaving one police officer injured and another woman injured as well. And a police vehicle was burnt together with a water buzzer. It is suspected that the Al-Shabaab could be behind it, but as the governor said, no specifics as to who exactly was behind this attack. We'll continue to follow that story and bring you details as they emerge. Let's have a look at the business now. And the slum dwellers population is set to go up by the year 2050. This is according to reports by African Population Health Research Center that was released earlier today. According to the report, 2/3 of the urban dwellers live in slums, and this is mainly caused by the large number of people coming to the cities with hopes of securing employment.
So investment in those can help to provide access to water and sanitation. We mentioned immunization. If you go across the cities, there are variations. From central, like I said, Matara to Kibera actually has better indicators for immunization than most slums. I think it's because of the investments. You know, Kibera has this status globally. So there has been a lot of investment there. But the point is that there are other slums that need such investments. Immunization is something we can easily distribute. Services we can easily render.
Equity Investment Bank has entered a new partnership to allow it gain international visibility. The investment subsidiary of the Equity Bank Group announced it entered into a partnership with London-based Exotic Partners and investment bank specializing in liquid bonds and loans, equities, structured finance and capital raising. The move is part of the investment bank's drive to leverage world-class partnership for the best interests of its clients. Through the partnership, Equity Investment Bank will be able to source clients beyond Kenya, making it a key player in the local and regional investment banking market. The collaboration, which is subjected to local regulatory approvals, will see all research published under the collaboration and co-branded, including all current East African research published by Exotics. The Equity Bank Group has been making strides to diversify the revenue streams after recently being awarded a mobile virtual network operator license to play in the telephony space through its subsidiary FinServe. It's now time to wind up this edition of KTN Newsdesk, but not before your Did You Know fact. Did you know, this is so disgusting, the tongue-eating louse, it is a parasite that eats away at a tongue's fish so that the tongue itself is completely gone and it attaches itself to the remaining stub and then becomes a fish's new tongue. That is so nasty. That's where we wind up this edition of KTN Newsdesk. I'm Edith Kimani. Hopefully we'll see you again tomorrow. In the meantime, do log on to www.standardmedia.co.ke and stay informed. Good afternoon.